And then when we were flying home, the Prime Minister decided to make a letter. So he wanted to inform the European leaders what his experience was. And he said, it's transparent. You can still read it in English, in Hungarian. And it was sent to all European leaders. And he said that for various reasons, both parties, so the Ukrainians and the Russians, are convinced that they have to continue the war because they think that what they can get, this is what was described by the professor in a different way, they can get a better result or an acceptable result if they continue the war, because what they can get now without the war is not acceptable for the parties. So if you have a situation like this, it's obvious that you need to have outside mediators, big guys in the room who are putting pressure on these war parties and trying to convince them that it could be the other way around as well, and the decision should be made by them, but they have benefits if they accept the reality and get back to the table of diplomacy. And my Prime Minister said that okay, the Democrats are involved in the conflict. They are having, as it was admitted after that, a proxy war through Ukraine against Russia, and President Trump has a chance to act differently. And what happened? He started to act differently. He started to act as a neutral outsider mediator. According to our understanding, this is a good starting point. This is a good position, and this is still a window of opportunity that the international community together can put pressure on, but I'm talking about diplomatic pressure on both sides to sit down and try to achieve something. My major, I don't know whether it's possible or not. I accept the pessimistic analysis of the professor, but I still hope for a more optimistic scenario. What concerns me is that the West is not united. So I think that the Europeans now having a very bad role in that situation, because rather supporting the United States' new initiative, they are still involved in the conflict and they are still acting in favor of one player or one party, the Ukrainian party, and they still want to continue the war based on their own calculation and based on the Ukrainian calculations. And what is happening now is Europe is undermining the peacemaking efforts of United States. And still what is happening on the battlefield is a horrible story. Like hundreds and hundreds of people are dying on both sides for nothing. At the end there will be a solution, I think. There will be a frozen conflict, but we don't see the reason why this bloodshed is happening on a daily basis. So we as Hungarian politicians and the country which is represented in the European Council, we are very much concerned that despite all the difficulties which were very precisely described by the professor, there is still a chance to achieve something through diplomacy, but Europe is not playing in its role in that. And I think it's very shameful.
Could I make one additional point?
Please do that.